This is the K-pop cast, and tonight we're reviewing the spicy hot comeback everyone's been waiting for, Red Velvet's Irene and Seulgi, Tilt.
We also share hit replays from Jaejoong, SHINee, Hersh, and JUSTHIS.
Hey, but before we get into those topics, guys, don't forget to join the K-pop cast listener fam on Slack and help chip in for our show costs. Links to everything in the episode description.
And now for hit replays.
All right, let's get into it.
Hey.
Okay.
I'm Stephanie.
I'm Joe.
And I'm your PDNM Michaela, guys, and hit replays are our K-pop song recommendations. And Stephanie, you have a very, very special recommendation, so kick us off.
Aw, thank you. I knew you'd like it. My hit replay is Kim Jaejoong, Rockstar. So for those of you who do not know the man, the myth, the legend, Kim Jaejoong, Hero Jaejoong, from SM Entertainment's Dongbang Shingi and later JYJ, I would say, he's one of the people who put SM on the map.
Mm-hmm.
His talent, his visual, like, people to this day, like, how many generations later say that, like, the ghost of Jaejoong's star power and his visual, like, is still trying to be imitated by SM to this day. They keep debuting different copies of him in different groups. So if you want to know who the OG visual is, who gives SM like that luxury concept, it is this man. So, but why haven't we seen him in a long time? Well, that would be because he decided to take on Goliath of SM Entertainment and fight them to get out of the slave contracts that just like controlled his and his bandmates' entire life. He was then, he and his bandmates were then blacklisted from the entire entertainment industry, and he had to basically go into hiding, early retirement. But he has come back. He came back triumphantly, started appearing on TV and in public again a couple of years ago, and actually released a full-length album in 2024 to commemorate his 20th year anniversary as an idol. And so this comeback, this song, is nostalgic and poignant to me in many ways. First, because Kim Jaejoong and Dongbang Shingi was one of my first exposures to K-pop. Back when I started listening in like 2004. They were huge. Oh my gosh. And I was there with all of my Soompi friends online discussing and watching as the carnage unfolded, right, in real time, and to see what happened to him, just mental health wise, emotionally, how he kind of went dark and went away. It was very sad for a lot of us fans. And so I just really am proud and heartened to see him come back. And this song, which harkens back to same kind of era, the early mid 2000s rock emo vibe. I was in school for that. So I'm like, oh my gosh, it really takes me back in a number of ways. And the chords and the hook and his voice are just so beautiful. So that's why it's my hit replay. Gotta pay respect to the original.
Right. And again, his voice, his visuals, his talent, like he wasn't just a pretty face. He is the unique example of somebody that is immensely talented and also with God-given beauty.
Yeah. He's an ace. He's an all-rounder.
And he always had settled down on like when his solo career was like, it was like Junsu was like hip hop R&B, and Jaejoong is rock.
Yeah. Great. Well, I knew PD님 would appreciate my choice. All right, and so I'll pass it on to Joe. Welcome back to the show, by the way. Love that we're getting so much Joe time these days.
It's good to be back, but my hit replay for this week is by an independent Korean R&B artist, Hersh, and the name of the track is Falling Into You, featuring the rapper JUSTHIS.
Wanna know where you at? 너에게 점점 더 깊어질수록 나를 좀 더 꽉 잡아줘. 'Cause I'm falling into you. 'Cause I'm falling into you. And I'm falling into you. 'Cause I'm falling into you. And I'm falling into you.
So Hersh, there's not really much information on him because he's an independent artist, but I believe he's been recording since 2016. In about 2021 or 2022, he was taken under the wing of Jimbo, who's one of my all-time favorite Korean R&B artists.
See, that was like, okay, Jimbo, now everything makes sense while this is your replay.
Yeah.
And why it's so good.
Yeah. Now, I will also say, so like, I'm a PK, and one of the things that
You a what?
I'm a PK, y'all. So
What's that?
Preacher's kid. So
Yep.
the main reason it's my hit replay is because one of my favorite motifs in hip hop and R&B is taking gospel music and flipping it for hotivities.
Activities.
And this song flips the iconic melody of Donnie McClurkin's Speak to My Heart from, I think he recorded it in 1991, but it's like a standard of classic 90s gospel. And that melody is just, it like, when that melody came in, I was just like, oh, okay, where are we going here? And then as the song goes on, I'm like, okay. It's kind of like how, I think it was Michaela for the Dongbang Shinki comeback from, I think it was last year, where they flipped the Christmas Carol.
Oh, right.
It's kind of that same. I do like it when gospel music or sacred music gets flipped to the secular space. That's also like JUSTHIS, another Show Me the Money alum, giving some of his best rhyming. So
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, thank you. I love this. Thank you for giving the extra context for those who aren't as familiar with gospel. Yeah, shout out to Hersh, to JUSTHIS, and to Jinbo, whose hands are like all over this, whose influence is here.
All right, Michaela.
Yeah, so bringing it back to SM for a hot minute.
I know, this is almost a completely SM episode.
Right. My hit replay is a song that we could not talk about this week specifically. It is SHINee with their latest comeback as OT5 with the song Poet Artist. I say OT5 because people who don't know SHINee, they were originally debuted as 5 members, but sadly we lost member Jonghyun back in 2017 in December, and so now that they're celebrating their 17th anniversary, we get this beautiful gift of this song that Jonghyun wrote originally for his last album, Poet Artist, but now we have it featuring all of the SHINee members and Jonghyun's original demo vocals on the song, which is just such a beautiful gift for the 17th anniversary, and it's so powerful to hear all 5 of them on this song together in like the best way possible. And it comes at a very, very, tumultuous time for at least SHINee fans and Shawols, because Onyu and Taemin have left SM Entertainment. It's just been Key and Minho holding it down, especially at the recent SM Town concerts. So it's just so nice to like have literally everybody together for this comeback, because as a Shawol, you didn't know if we were gonna get this year.
No, thank you so much for highlighting this. I checked and I was like, all right, I bet you PD Neem is going to pick this, but if she doesn't, I'm taking it, because the song makes me smile. It makes me dance. It's like a really fun, solid song. And to hear Jonghyun's voice, I was like, are you kidding me? It's so tasteful and full of gratitude and love.
Yep. I'll miss that man, his pen and his voice every day.
So I think that about wraps it up for Hit Replays. Shall we get into our Red Velvet reaction?
Yes, because like I said, this is SM week. We have the most important comeback from SM in the past 5 years.
Yo.
Because we finally have Red Velvet's unit, Irene Seulgi, back since 2020, guys.
Who let Revelove in here?
Oh my God. I'm trying to be professional and like not,
It's all right.
Ultimately biased about everything because of.
I can hold it in pretty well. I don't think I can hold it in as much. I don't think I can hold it in as much as Michaela is, but yeah.
For people who don't know, I am the resident Revelove of the podcast, so that's why I'm very excited to talk about this comeback.
Yep. I love it. No, I knew this was going to be a fun conversation. So, shall we hear a little intro about we could jump in, or I think let's
just jump into the reaction. To be honest,
all right, and then let's talk about it. You can't wait.
Genuine reaction for me, because I literally have not seen.
You haven't seen it?
Same.
The music video.
It did come out today.
I've listened to the song, listened to the whole album 1,000 times in the last how many 12 hours. But I have not watched this music video, so let's just
what a treat,
because I cannot wait.
All right, so for those of you who want to join us in reacting at home, we're pulling up the YouTube video for Tilt by Red Velvet's Irene Seulgi, and you can press play with us when I say 3, 2, 1, play. Here we go with the countdown. It is 3, 2, 1, play. That high braid. She knows she looks good.
Why are they wet? Oh my God.
I know. Glistening.
It's like that oyster. That kind of thing.
Stop. You brought up the oyster. Okay, open leg.
And then Seulgi with short hair just hits every time.
It does. I like that. I want a longer shot to appreciate some of these choreo points. Unmatched visuals.
The irony of the tanning bed, and they are so pale.
Right, you know they ain't in a tanning bed. She slams her head down.
All the little touches, all the just like the closeness.
It's the closeness, it's the skinship. It's the little touches that get me.
And then these like jean boot pants, like
sure, yeah.
Every time Seulgi innovates new pant technology.
Did the pants come down? What is that? Yeah, boot pants.
Yeah, it's connected. It's all one thing.
Kiss, please. It's them too in all those different locations.
Almost.
Need
They're
more
literally
shots
centimeters
of them
away.
glistening wet.
I love all the
Kiss
little
her!
bits of
Oh my
gold.
god.
Like the
That was
little-
really hot when you saw her like tremble a little and she like pulled her in close. Yes. Swing that ponytail. That reminds me of Monster. Yeah.
Ooh. Why is she hanging off of a building? What's
Hey, I want to see that, like the dance practice where they were popping their booties back. Woo, so many bodies. Back to the beginning.
tilt?
All right. Whew. I realized I was kind of holding my breath and my shoulders
Right?
were up and then I could let it go.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How's everybody else feeling after that?
I mean, the visual itself was stunning.
Mm-hmm.
The song, it's committing another one of those K-pop sins for me, which is like, if you're going to do like a house or an EDM and you're going to keep building up, there was like no payoff in that last minute to 30 seconds. So that's the only problem.
That's true.
But I mean, I do like that we're like 10 years deep into this saga of Irene and Seulgi.
10 years.
Because if anybody remembers, like SM has been playing at this since they were rookies with the rookie teaser for Irene and Seulgi, where they gave us like a preview of the Be Natural comeback that was gonna come like 3 years later.
Huh.
But yeah, it's a nice continuation. It's a nice little chapter in this story. And considering I don't know when the next time we're gonna get anything Red Velvet focused, I'm gonna latch on to this.
Like, I'm gonna take what I could get.
Real.
I'm leaving here with something.
Oh my
Right.
God.
I'm leaving here with something. I'm from around the way.
I'm from around the way.
I'm from around the way. I'm leaving here with something.
Yo. Well, PD, first thoughts, feelings?
First thoughts is they are 30 and sexy. Like, if
30, sexy, 30, 30.
I know from this specifically just Tilt, like you don't get a lot of the the albums like concepts like deeply. It's in the B-sides, guys. It's in the B-sides of this album where we are specifically talking about
Trampoline.
oh
Bounce on it.
because I'm gonna
Jump
bounce
on it.
bounce on it like a trampoline with the girl next door and take her to heaven. Like that's literally like track list by that's it. That's
Yeah,
it.
come on.
The only mention of a man in this whole album is in heaven, where they're like, well, I guess, boy, you can have next round if you're good. Like, it's like the man is the side piece in the lyric. And again, there is no question about these. All of these songs are about sex, and I'm very happy that they are finally in this grown woman era.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that's where it differs, especially from the last comeback with Monster. Because Monster was a lot of the songs and the concept was more of just like this kind of villain persona, and like I'm the baddest bitch. Yeah, I'm the diamond in the rough, but it doesn't matter because I'm a smile while I like ruin your life or whatever. Like it was more of this kind of just bravado and this kind of introduction to this version of them that's
loud,
different from the Red Velvet persona, because while Red Velvet does have like, you know, that R&B soulful, the dark velvet of it all, they still have that red side. They still have the cute bubbly, but that's where Irene and Seulgi differ from, you know, the general Red Velvet concept, is that they can get into these more sexual, sensual themes, because and it's, you know, still their voices that we've heard on Red Velvet, but these are definitely songs that I would not expect Red Velvet to do as a group.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think as time has gone on, it's become, even though SM like pays them dust now, the further we've gone on, it's become more clear that Irene and Seulgi are the velvet, Joy and Yeti are the red. And
What about Wendy?
oh, and Wendy. Okay, sorry, Wendy. It's been a minute since I've seen Wendy, so that's why I had that written. But like, so Irene, Seulgi, and Wendy are the velvet.
Okay.
Joy and Yeti are the red.
Yeah, because we gotta have the main vocal with those R&B runs.
Yeah, it's when SM does get it right, they get it really right with them.
Yeah.
Now, did they get it right this time with the build up? Can we discuss? Do we want to discuss?
Yeah, free for all.
Okay. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? So okay, Joe.
think-
And you mentioned
what-
the
tell me
instrumental
how
not
you really feel.
building. You know. Oh,
Okay, so
this is all love.
okay, like I am a fellow Revel Love. I'm a multi, right?
Like I come
So,
in
like,
these.
Like Michaela already knows how I feel about, like, I'm more of a Red Velvet fan than a Red Velvet fan. Like Zimzalabim, like one of our first confrontations in the Slack was how I was talking about how Zimzalabim never needed to happen.
Fighting words.
But
you don't have to like everything I like.
but in terms of the promotional lead up, if you're giving me like I don't even want to call it salacious, but suggestive, to the point that it triggers a backlash in Korea, the backlash in Korea that it did.
We're talking somewhat about the photo of the glistening oyster,
the glistening oyster with the pearls in it. Maybe the promotional material fit the B-sides more than the comeback single. Unfortunately, I think that's been a thing with SM's releases outside of ESPA and NCT, where they go for like the aggressive promotion, but the tracks themselves don't deliver. Like SHINee has been a victim of that for all of the past 2-3 comebacks that I haven't liked. Like the B-sides that they put out match the theme of the album and have a better reception than the title tracks that they've been putting out.
The title tracks.
So I think we're still on that same vein.
Yeah. So when we say it didn't quite deliver, we were hoping for more. I'll just say personally, I was hoping for a little more edge sexually in the title track. And what that means to me, so you know it when you see it. What that could mean for me is maybe an actual kiss, maybe some kind of like direct contact that the music video builds up to. Just having a build up in general, a build up of tension, an escalation of the skinship or the theme, a story of these two coming together closer and closer, maybe, just to like get us invested in the tantalizing aspects of this. I'm thinking of, oh my gosh, Abracadabra, Brown Eyed Girls. How the music video cuts out at the end and we see not an actual kiss happen, but they lean in for what seems like forever, and then you see Guyon's foot. She's so startled by the tension that with her foot she pushes the ottoman and it shakes. Right? That is etched in my memory, and we didn't quite have something like that here. And that was how many years ago? 2009.
Yeah.
I feel like we're ready. We've been ready for like actual sensual cinematic storytelling in the title track. But SM seems like they're scared to do it.
To be honest, I hate saying we've peaked
Oh.
in terms of female sensuality in K-pop. But to continue on that same thing of Sung Gain, like no woman in K-pop has matched the level of Paradise Lost for me. In terms of the album itself, but also the Paradise Lost video was like the most sensual thing that I have ever seen from a female K-pop artist.
Yeah.
Like Gain was like pretty much in Janet Jackson, Madonna territory.
Yeah, look at Janet.
And
Come on,
we
man.
like don't let them look. NCT in them are getting like recycling Chris Brown's moves and everything.
Yeah.
Let the women, like, that's a lot to ask because like Korean society, but at the same time, like somebody got to go for it.
Somebody got to do it. I'm not sure SM is gonna do it. I was thinking of, okay, who has pushed the envelope? BB has been out here for a little bit, but she's not in a label like SM. She's under a hip hop label, a smaller label.
Hyodin, she gets close.
Same kind of thing.
She's actually the closest we've come, I'll say.
Yeah, I think so. In terms of sensuality, like, you know, feeling on her own body in a music video. That could have been an option. Like feeling on yourself. Like to bring back Abracadabra again, another climactic moment was when Gain is felt up on her chest by the other dancers, by the dancers and the other members, right? 2009. We haven't moved past that. We haven't seen that again. That has not been done again. There's so much we could pull from.
Especially in stark comparison to this Red Velvet music video that we just watched. Like, they're holding each other, but it's very static. They're just like, and just like up and
hands are not
still.
Moving.
Like, it's just touches.
You know?
And to be honest, to keep it in SM, it's kind of like this video is more of a sequel to the, what was the track that, oh gosh, I believe it was Yuna and, oh gosh, Sohyun from Girls' Generation, the track that they did for Pantene,
The shampoo ad
of music video. That's basically what this was like. It was like a slight graduation from that, but nothing ever really took off.
Yeah, what happened? Do we think maybe government regulation, conservative administration judgment is scaring SM from going farther in this?
We could say that, but I'm pretty sure there was a conservative administration in office when
I know 2009.
In 2009.
You're right.
I'm wondering if, like, in the course of appeasing,
because they know because it's coming through in the B-sides.
100%.
I want to jump on it. Get out of here in English. Man, it's not that they don't know, and it's not that they're not doing it. They're not doing it on the title track in the music video.
Yeah,
they're sneaking around. They're hinting at it in the brand film, in the photos, slipping through the back. But like, give it to us.
Like, bring the hotivities to the A track. Don't let it just sit on the B side.
We're waiting. We've been waiting.
My hope, my prediction, my wish is that Girl Next Door is the next maybe release that we get from this album.
Yeah.
Either in performance or maybe like a repackage kind of thing. Like I'm hoping that would be the next thing, because then we would actually they would be a bit more of like delivering on this concept.
Yeah
Exactly. You mean the lesbian concept?
Yes.
To be exact and specific.
Yeah, very very specifically. Yeah.
So how does this compare to their previous, or have we touched on that?
Yeah, like Monster. Yeah, we kind of.
Well, if you think about it,
comparison.
because we had Monster, and then right after we had the single Naughty.
Naughty.
Yeah,
Naughty
yeah.
is
It's a closer.
the closer evolution from what we get in this Tilt
True.
album.
Okay.
I agree. I enjoyed Naughty.
Mm-hmm.
And that brings me to my other gripe,
Uh-oh.
which is the quality of the choreography.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. The point dance, the hook,
Yeah.
did not appeal to me at all.
Especially when you think about Naughty, like Spella's
Yes.
like choreography and that whole thing was like, that's what made it so popular and iconic
Ooh.
and like literally the song of the summer because
This
of
is
just
solid.
the intricacy of all the tutting movements.
Like, I'm
and how they-
impressed.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was not impressed with this. I even tried to look up who made this, but I
Oh.
can't find the credit.
This is, and I will say, this is the second SM comeback this year. Where I was just looking at this choreo, like where the choreography was beneath the talent that was
Yeah.
performing it. First being Kai
Yeah.
with Adult Swim.
Oh gosh. Even
That-
with Wait on Me, the choreography.
I'm like, what? This is the, outside of Tae and Kai is the dancer, but I feel like the more he's gone solo, the less his choreography focus has like been in the forefront. Same with this one. Irene and Seulgi were the dancers of SM at one point. This is like it doesn't hit. It doesn't.
I think it suffers from the same thing that the music video and the song suffers from, which is a lack of story, of
Yeah.
like connecting with the audience. Like they're not really trying to hold our hand and take us somewhere. They're just
Yeah.
like, here's some moves. Here's another one.
And here are the yeah. And here are these like interspersed set pieces that don't really tell a full story, like the large glossy idols of Irene and Seulgi. Then you had like y'all brought back
It's stimulation.
y'all brought back the set from the AMOLED music
Yes,
video
yeah.
from Sondambi and After School.
And Everglow has used that backdrop, I think.
Like where I think that's the thing. Where's the story in this
Where's
music
the story?
video?
In all aspects.
Yeah.
In the dance, in the audio itself, in the the video. I would say Kai's comeback suffered from that as well. The choreo does not bring me along. Like it's not. I hate to say this, but it feels like we're losing the essence.
We losing recipes.
We losing recipes, man. Why is choreo from 20 years ago better? Why is it sticking in my head more memorable when there are fewer moves? There are fewer moves, less difficult, less intricate, but it sticks in your head because it's actually connecting to your human side. There's an essence, there's a story there that we're losing. I don't know if it's TikTok. I don't know if like the choreographers are overworked or too many cooks in the kitchen, but it's not hitting, like you said.
This might ruffle some feathers, but I don't think it's too many. I don't think there's not enough chefs in the kitchen at this point in being.
That's what I was exactly going to say, Joe.
I think so much of the work at SM these days is going into the NCT system and ESPA. SHINee, the last few comebacks, SHINee and Red Velvet and Super Junior to add into that have kind of felt like afterthoughts.
Yeah.
In terms of the quality between all the NCT units and ESPA and then the senior units. The only person who gets by or doesn't have that issue is the queen, Boa and Taeyeon.
Boa, I mean.
Boa and Taeyeon.
Probably. Yeah, exactly.
Make my shit straight, okay? That's basically what
they probably call the shots on their own.
Yeah.
You're like, don't come in here with that. I have my own people. I'm hiring my own choreographers, and don't come around here with that.
Aside from Boa and Taeyeon, it seems like the older SM artists are getting paid dust in terms of creative direction.
Yeah, I really like how you put it, that the choreo, or like what they're given, is below the talent. Because their previous comebacks and their group work, stellar. You see them knock it out of the park. In terms of creative direction, and like a direction that this could have gone and could have really impressed me, is like Chung Ha's work.
Yes.
Chung Ha's, and an aspect of that, like not only the production quality, the fashion, the choreography tells a story in Chung Ha's like Stay Tonight, for example. It's also like actually rooted in the queer community, in the queer entertainment scene. Like we're actually seeing something be rooted in that, whereas the SM version here is more in the queer baiting category. Yeah. If they could have actually brought in voguing for this with that beat.
And like, I guess to be historic, queer baiting is kind of what helped SM, because like I'm thinking of the SM War performances with Taemin and Jonghyun at their concerts.
Oh,
like
hot.
SHINee was good for SHINee, and I don't think Super Junior did it, but SHINee was good for skinship back in the day, where nothing
TVXQ.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you remember those literally Jaejoong and Yuno reenacting fanfic scenarios?
Oh my
each other?
God. Oh man, we need to put some of those in the Slack. It's like, this is how you do sexy back in the day. Why are we going backwards? We should be building on that.
And just to put a pin in it, this is probably, again, this is SM 2.0 that they are this is SM 2.0. This is their second contract with SM. And like you said, Joe, this version of SM is very focused on the new generation, on ESPA, on NCT, on Hearts to Hearts that just came out.
Hearts to Hearts, yeah.
The older guard, again, not all the members are in the company anymore.
Yeah.
Not all so there is less of an investment in them, because again, they don't really have the control or the interest that they had before, and especially since we know Wendy and Irene specifically have had very, very negative things to say about the company.
Yep.
And it's not to say that their individual relationships with the company is affecting what they're doing with Red Velvet as a whole with Irene and Seulgi, but it's just it's
all related.
They're not in a good space.
Nope.
So
that's a good point.
Like I said, I'm gonna hold on to this like a life raft, because Lord knows when the next Red
You're not
Velvet
gonna get
activity,
nothing else.
this is gonna be it.
This better hold you over, man.
Yeah, and it's just a shame, because I've mentioned this, like if for people who don't know, the legacy of Red Velvet, like they are the girl group that like really kind of kicked off third generation. They are EXO's sister group. Like they have done so much in their career, and it's just a sea of like almosts and what ifs, because of how SM has treated them, how they had like moments where their career really sparked off, but then something happened and it just completely cut it dead before it even had a chance to grow. And so it's just so I again, like I said, I'm holding on to this, because through everything, at least we still have Irene and Seulgi doing the closest thing that we've got to whatever this concept is.
Is it the closest thing we've got?
This is the closest thing we got, and I'm holding on to it. And in this year of queer representation in 2025, I know it's not much. I know it's barely anything, but at least it's the B-sides are holding it down.
I'm gonna jump on it like a trampoline. All right, shall we wrap?
Yeah, I'm
singing that all summer.
Yeah.
Wrapping up, everybody. Do we want to daybok or not this?
I'm daybocking it, but only because, as we've said repeatedly, we don't know the day or the hour that we're gonna get to get really churchy. No one knows the day or the hour that we'll get another Red Velvet comeback.
Come on. Preach.
So cleave on to this. Hold it in your heart.
Okay, Stephanie.
Oh man.
Stand your truth. It's okay if it's a not. I get it.
Yeah, it's a not for me because the potential is so high and the talent is there, and I'm just like, it's that much more disappointing when you know what they're capable of. So I got to be honest, it's a not.
Okay, it's
How about
obviously a day block for me. I don't know. No question.
No question. We know what to expect from you.
Yes.
All right, everybody. So this wraps it up for our review of Red Velvet's Irene and Seulgi's Tilt. Let's let our listeners know where they can find us online, starting with our special guest, Joe.
You can find me at Journalistic Joe, Journalistic Joe, on Instagram and Threads, and I have all of my various links there. So, yep.
You can find me on Instagram at Catchlight27.
I'm at PDNIM on the K-pop Cast Slack, and you can find all of us on the K-pop Cast Slack.
And if you want to support the show, consider donating to our Ko-fi. Shout out to Chelsea H. Thanks for the contribution.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Howdy 2000.
Hey.